Hi, I'm Chloe Flavin and I'm sat here with a professional footballer, Steven Caulker, who's played for Liverpool, Tottenham, we're not going to mention QPR, England, and thank you for coming, welcome, it's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, it's a real pleasure to be here.
You've just signed for Malaga City, your first managerial role. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's something that, it came around pretty randomly, to be honest with you. I was away on holiday with my girlfriend and my little boy, and we're supposed to be enjoying the sun and the beach, all that. So let me just creep away quickly to go and speak to this academy. I want to know a little bit about them. Had a meeting, which was, completely away from me joining them, was about the academy, about helping boys with my academy behind the white line, supporting them into new steps. And off the back of it, he just wore me down. He spent 6 months texting me, look at the weather, look at the pitch. This would be great if you come and play here, this would be great. And bit by bit, I started to warm to the idea. Actually, you know what? This could be my next step. This could be something different. And we started to talk about what it would actually look like in terms of me going to a new country with a new language, working with 24 players I know very little about, in a league that I know very little about. And I started to go, I'm a little bit worried now. I'm not sure this is going to be for me, but just conversation. It's amazing what having conversations can achieve. And after 10 conversations, I said, I'm sold on the idea. I really want to do it. And I've just taken the step. And honestly, the last 2 months have just been amazing. It's been almost like a crash course of learning. Playing and managing, really difficult. I tell you right now, like I spoke to many people about it before. You need to have a good team around you to support you through the process, because I'm on the pitch playing and I'm thinking, he needs to come off, he needs to be substituted. And I'm thinking, how do I transmit that to them whilst they're thinking, I need to come off, So loads of different challenges.
So it's all a learning curve, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it's like, for me, the biggest learning curve is, as a player, I focused on me. Right, I focused on me. It was all about me. It was all about how I can be the best player, how I can get to the next level, how I can perform the best. Now, as a player manager, it's about the other 24. So before myself, I put the 24 players before me. What do they need? What do they need to be the best? What do they need to achieve greatness? And I love it. I really do love it. It's just that transition between all about me, now it's all about the team. And finding that balance, because ultimately I still need to take care of myself. I still need to perform. And I still need to learn as a coach, develop as a coach.
Definitely.
It just felt right. I started playing at the age of 17. I had sort of solid 14 and a half seasons as a pro. I just felt ready for something new. And the Malaga City opportunity came around to get the best of both worlds as a player manager. It's certainly challenging, I'll tell you that right now. But having a good team around me really helps. So loving the challenge, loving the journey.
No, and I bet it's warmer out there as well.
Much warmer, I can assure you. Honestly, coming back here, I'm like, wow, I want to be back there as soon as possible.
Oh, brilliant. And we are aware of your struggles and your battles throughout life and career. Would you mind telling us about that?
Yes, I've been quite open talking about my issues with mental health. I've suffered severely with depression. I say suffered, and this is past tense. It's actually something that's present. It's something I don't believe I'll ever fully overcome, but it's something that, using a daily protocol, I'm able to keep at bay. Suffered a lot with addiction, alcohol, gambling, food, whatever it may be. And it certainly affected my career. I had moments of greatness, of real joy, where I played for England, I've captained Sierra Leone and had some really good moments, but I've also had a career that's been plagued with issues off the pitch. So it's certainly been an experience the last 14 and a half years. And it's not just my career that was affected. It was, of course, my family that was affected. I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm a friend, I'm a boyfriend, and I have a lot of responsibilities. So getting myself right has been really important. But I certainly feel better today.
Oh, good. You definitely do seem better. And I know men's mental health is quite a big issue at the moment.
It is, it's something that I talk about on a daily basis, because it's not just about taking care of myself, it's also about taking care of others and holding out a hand to help people along the way. It's something that, I do on a daily basis, and I feel it's a subject that, obviously we're speaking about it more often nowadays, but it's still something that a lot of people suffer in silence with, and I want to be as vocal as I can, because I don't like to think of anyone suffering in silence. I've been to some dark places in my life, and my LinkedIn is always full of people messaging me and sharing their issues, and they're not quite comfortable enough to share it with their family or their friends right now. And I want to create as many safe places as possible for people to share about. And always asking me, how did I get better? How did I get well? And as I mentioned earlier, you know, it's a daily protocol. You know, part of what led me to supplements like this is trying to look for that something, that little something to help me feel better, that sort of missing piece, if you like, to feel better mentally and to feel better physically as well.
Thank you so much for sharing. We really, really do appreciate it. You look like you're in a much better place.
Yeah, I feel it, you know. It's been a long journey getting here. You know, I spent the last 6 months out of football before signing for Malaga City, and I've had some dark times, you know, during those periods. But, you know, today I certainly feel better. For me now, it's about maintaining it.
How do you?
It's a good question. So when I wake up in the morning, I wake up sometimes full of fear, sometimes full of stress from the night before, and I've got all the anxiety built up, and I have to process that. So I wake up, I start by doing my prayers, my gratitude list. Then it's onto my nutrition. You know, I make sure that I have my nutrition. That's a real important part of my day. iNootropics has played a huge part in that. So I take my Shilajit, that gets me physically good. I then go and train, another discipline of mine. Whether I'm playing as player manager or whether I'm coaching, I always want to get my training in. You know, I always feel that's a real important part of my day. And it's about reaching out to others, you know, speaking to others, supporting those. You know, that's something that helps give back to me and helps me feel better, as well as hopefully helping the other person.
Well, no, because it's more like team playing, isn't it? In every aspect of your life. Helping people, iNootropics. How do they help you in your everyday life?
Well, I feel, what I said, physically, I feel that they really help me, but also mentally. You know, for me, they go hand in hand. So I don't feel like it's something that, oh, well, if I feel physically good, I'm okay about the mental side. No, like for me, it's both, you know. I need to do the mental just as much as I need the physical training. So as I said, for me, Shilajit is the one that I probably use the most. As a footballer, finding a product that's natural is not so easy. You know, we're drug tested all the time and we're told we can't use this, we can't use that. So having something to give me that little edge has been really important. So for me, it always helps, as I said, start me up physically, ready to go and train that little bit harder and release those endorphins, and as I said, start to feel good. And it helps my performance as well. You know, ultimately, I'm in a results business and we need to win games. So if I can feel that little bit better, fight that little bit harder and win the game, then my whole team's happy and the club's happy.
No, definitely. So then obviously, because of your managerial role, you're busy, you have to really stay focused, stay disciplined, because it's not just yourself, as you said. And in everyday aspects, you are a team player, you're helping others, you're being around others, so it really does help. Yeah,
no, for sure. Helping others is a big part of that. Others helping me, you know, I can't do this alone. I tried to do it alone for many, many years and I realized I couldn't. So I said, now I take care of myself mentally, I take care of myself physically, and I take care of myself emotionally. And others helping me do that and me helping others do that is all part of fun.
Yeah. No, definitely. Well, thank you so much for sharing and thank you so much for being here. It's been absolutely brilliant and talking about iNootropics, your life, your journey, and you've done incredibly well to overcome that and to be where you are here today. So
thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.